So I'm here with Deborah Bradshaw, and she is a public speaker, an author, and all-around just incredible lady. I wanted to have you here today and on camera so that I could introduce you to my followers, and also I think that a lot of the people who are interested in what I do with mental clarity, peace of mind, things like that, and some of the methods that I use with neuro-linguistic programming, I think that they would be highly interested in what you do and some of your expertise as well. So would you mind doing me a favor and letting everyone know what type of topics that you speak on whenever you do public speaking and what your expertise is?
Well, thank you. Yes. So my expertise is in body language and communication. Mm-hmm. I grew up in Southeast Asia, and so my learning to communicate well with people who are non-English speakers and learning to read their true messages came at a very young age.
Wow.
There were so many people that I ran into that spoke no English or limited English or were speaking in another language even though they spoke English.
Sure.
And so I had to learn how to interpret what they were really saying, what their message truly was.
Sure.
And I also taught drama for a number of years. That was part of my training. Okay. And I taught for over 20 years, drama, produced, directed. And one of the skills, of course, you learn is how to produce different types of body language in order to better personify a particular character or an emotion or something like that. And so that's really where my expertise came from, was both growing up in Southeast Asia and then the drama training I've had. And I use that not in teaching people to read others as much as teaching people to understand what message they're projecting.
Very
but
good.
Then also to understand what is being said to them, because sometimes in modern culture it's so easy to just be on the surface of what's being said. So you'll hear, well, crossed arms are somebody's closed and they don't want to talk to you, when there's actually 5 ways we cross our arms.
Absolutely.
And so it is a matter of understanding the different levels of communication and what else somebody might be feeling.
Are people pretty receptive to needing that type of thing, like pre-framing, intentionally setting up their emotional and mental states?
It's something that we have to learn. You know,
it is.
We are so bombarded in this society by negativity, and turning on the television in the morning or listening to the radio and listening to the news, I feel, is one of the worst things you could do.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to set your intention when you get up every single morning.
Correct.
You have to decide what your feelings are going to be. You have to choose how you are going to face that day, instead of saying, well, gee, how do I feel this morning? And how am I going to let that affect my day? You have to be very intentional.
Absolutely. Deborah, I do want you to take a moment and talk about the time where you had to reteach yourself how to speak. Because I think that a lot of people will find that as an intriguing aspect, because you do mind coaching and communication coaching and language coaching. What's it like for somebody who went through a period of time where you couldn't speak as an adult? And could you talk about that a little bit?
I would be glad to. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.